Alright, we got a NASCAR pit stop. This is a very new game for us, so I don't know a whole lot about it. But half of the game seems to be not working correctly. These arms aren't moving, these lights aren't lighting up, so let's figure this out. Given my first thought is that there's a fuse or fuses that controls a bunch of this that went out, but we're gonna check the manual and see. Alright, all the way in the back of the manual, I found the motor that does the swinging arms. Tracing those wires back. Looks like it's connector F, so I gotta look on a different page. Found the other half of connector F. It looks like it also goes to connector G. Tracing these wires back, looks like it might go to some fuses. Let's see if we can find these in the game. Alright, pulled out the game. Let's see what's in here. Alright, we got our circuit boards, we got some power supplies, and it looks like there's some fuses here and there. I don't want to touch those right now because that's exposed metal, and I'd shock myself. So we're going to unplug the game first. Just reach over here, and there we go. Alright, let there be light. Shout out to Ryobi. So we got some 8 amp fuses, and some more 8 amp fuses. One of these might be dead. Let's take a look. Take off our protective cover and see if we find anything. All right, let's remove this. All those look okay. All of these look okay except maybe this one here. There's something kind of on top of that one. I'm gonna take this out and test it. So we just grab our pliers and just give this a little pull. Had to go back to the office to get a multimeter. I'm going to set the multimeter to continuity test mode. What this does is this will make a signal across one of these wires, and the other wire is going to look for that signal. If the multimeter sees it, it'll make a beep, and we'll see a very low resistance value here. For example, we touch the two ends, and we hear a beep. We get a very low resistance value. So we just take these and we test the ends. Well, the fuse seems to be good. Put the fuse back in. I'm just going to use the multimeter to go through and test all of these just right here. Touch one here and touch one here and see if it registers. Alright, I couldn't do it on camera because I don't have 3 arms, but all of these fuses and all of these fuses tested good on that multimeter, so we have a mystery. Alright, so I plugged the game back in just to see if I could see anything. My power supply seems to be working there and there. All the fuses tested good, and everything seems to be lighting up. I'm not sure why we have a broken game still. Okay, now I'm even more confused because I went to go look at the front to get to the system menus for any diagnostic information, and everything's lit up again, so I'm not sure what happened. We're gonna mark this back in order and give it a test to see what we get. So reader maintenance, online, none, and acknowledge. Alright, feed the game a credit. It seems to have registered. It's saying I got 3 drops, so let's see what happens. Well, it seems to be working. Jackpot. Failure. The game seems to be spitting out tickets, and everything seems to be running as normal, so maybe one of those fuses back there was just loose, and me pulling it out and putting it back in got it working again. So I'm gonna call it fixed. So we put our safety cover back on. So we just screw this back on to keep everything a little safe. All right, safety cover's back on. Put the door back on. Should be done.